spit like somebody right. Into the dab. The bitch dab. You know how you high and you don't want to be high no more?
Are y'all letting people spit in your asshole?
Brunchigos, bitch.
So we're now at the topic of the week, and before we do, let's get a shot going because I'm pretty dry.
Yeah.
Our mouths are dry. Our livers are dry.
This mouth ain't never dry.
Ugh,
That's a lot of dick. Green.
Fuck yeah.
Shot. Oh, you ready?
I
Two.
hate Honey Jack.
Ooh.
Not sucking it. She sucked that
The
joke.
shot means one shot.
Okay.
That's what it means.
Alright, I need to get my chaser ready.
Not sipping.
Let me get a cranberry.
Oh, y'all are weak today.
I don't do Honey Jack. I'll take...
Y'all see who the real G on the show is, right?
Bring some Tito's.
You just-
Bring the Tito's out.
You just
No,
nasty.
real G does it no matter what the liquor
No,
is.
bitch.
Just don't put no fucking Patron or no fucking tequila.
Oh, no matter what kind of
I know,
liquor it is.
right?
Like, what kind
Except for tequila. That's disgusting. You can't open a bottle of tequila and I just throw it.
I don't even know.
Just from the
By
smell.
looking at it.
Just like,
Has
ooh.
anybody ever ate a real cranberry? Like, not crazy.
And these are organic
not,
cranberries
like,
too.
Let's do a shot of cranberry.
Let's try one.
Trying to get it.
Does it have a seed inside?
Let's
I
find
don't
out.
know.
Alright.
Niggas love some cranberry juice, some cranberry sauce.
That's
Oh, it's so tart.
It's not as bad as I
Nasty.
thought.
I'm about to chase my shot with it.
Taste it. Do it.
You have
Do it,
all
bitch.
types of faces. Hurry.
Uno, dos, y eso. What the fuck? What kind of
You let
dangling
ants
ass
cop
shit?
you up, bitch.
What kind
Have a sour patch.
Have a sour
Have a
patch.
sour patch.
What if we throw all these sour patches in our drink? You wanna try
I'm
it?
not doing that stupid shit. It's a mukbang again.
Muff that with
And a
drinks.
cookie?
No, I'm not putting a cookie in my drink. No, I'm putting a cookie in my drink.
That shot just went upside my motherfucking head.
What if somebody wanted to put a cookie below your navel?
They can. You gonna eat it afterwards?
You like all types of shit and I'm below your navel.
Well, why the fuck not?
Now,
Put it in my asshole. Just don't go in my asshole. You have a problem.
So what if your soon-to-be husband who you love
He
ever
would
so much?
never. He would never.
What if you got drunk and was like, babe, let's try it.
He would
like,
Look at that.
But if he did,
He would never.
if he did,
He would never.
She's only saying that because
She
he's
would do that.
Jamaican. That's the reason why I'm saying that. You don't know, bitch. There's a lot of gay Jamaicans, girl.
She-
No,
I'm not saying he's gay. I'm just saying that sometimes they want a little anus.
not a little a-hole.
I was gonna say a little
I don't know
a-hole.
what was coming out.
Hey, babe, can I put it in your a-hole tonight?
Want a little asshole.
Put it in my a-hole.
You gonna hear that song come on? From my heart. Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Burn them, burn them. Burn them.
So topic of the
Burn
week.
them.
Topic
Speaking of
the
burning
week.
them.
We're going to talk about the pressures of society.
Fuck yeah, we will.
Educated shit.
I just really so let me tell you what I feel one of my major pressures has been, and it kind of came up this week in my own little journey in life and like going back and forth on things, whether if I made the right decisions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like it's like this. I feel like it's a like a real mousetrap though, but it's like when it comes to schooling. And like I felt like I didn't go to school. I didn't have enough education, and if that was gonna be a mistake, because after basically I got my bachelor's, I was like I don't want to go to school no more. And I just felt like I didn't want to get my master's. I don't want to get my doctorate. I feel like a lot of people is like you can like even like a for minimum, people need to have a doctorate nowadays and stuff like that. But I always like kind of like struggled with that decision, and like when you see like the pressures of society, and it's coming from like, it comes from universities and college institutions themselves saying like, I feel like it's just like a money hungry game where it's like, you know what? Actually, we told you to spend $200,000 on this undergrad, but you know what? That isn't on this bachelor's degree, but that's no longer enough. You need to get a master's, and I feel like here goes another $50,000-$70,000 that you now have to spend, and it's just to like fatten their pockets. But then like now it's like the jobs also be like, okay, yeah, that's true. You need this to get in. You need this to make. To have this job, and it is not only, it's like, yo, back in the day, you didn't even have to have a degree. You have a high school diploma and make $60,000-$70,000, and you could probably end up being a CEO. Yeah, you could end up being a CEO with a high school diploma or like a bachelor's degree. Now all of a sudden, everything is lessened and cheapened in order for you to spend more money. Now your bachelor's degree, which is worth $200,000, only gets you a $50,000 job. Job.
People who have doctorate and shit, they're still dumb as fuck. Like they still have this job, but it's only because they have this degree that's why they have that job.
When you're at the shit you learned in school, do you feel like you even used it?
Fuck no.
No.
I know that.
Go ahead. Wait, is it on this subject or no?
Yeah, it's about school.
Okay, go ahead.
Stop braiding your damn
Your deal's fucking hair.
Damn hair.
What if your man had his pubic hair braided?
I told you to braid it.
Cornroll it.
Do it, babe. Do it.
Is that even period? Is that hair too long?
Yeah.
Is that too much? You like your stuff shaved? Bald?
Not bald, but like
manicured?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but if it's gonna be braided, nigga, you better ask me, because if you come home with your shit braided. No, but what I have to say about that is, I don't have a good job because I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school because I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money because I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school. You don't know that commercial?
You don't know commercial?
You're stupid.
Is it Everett or Mount?
Yeah, it's some shit.
Everett, whatever it's called.
Some shit. But yeah, no, honestly, that shit is a fucking cycle. Big ass business. And it's just like, I'd rather not. Like, why is it that like business owners you don't have a fucking you don't have to have a fucking degree to own a fucking business, but then you want me to have a degree to work for your business?
And I've noticed that
sounds about
the younger people now who have degrees are like pushing out the older folks who are there who doesn't have degrees. Like they've been there forever, they know everything. But because they have a degree, these young folks coming in and taking their jobs because they have this degree, which means
they don't have no experience.
Right, it means absolutely nothing.
I started a job. I was at the job for about 3 months, probably about 2 months in. The old woman that had been training me, blah blah blah, they fired her ass. Like cold blood fired her. Like, whoa.
Because also these companies know, like, once you get older, to them that you're a liability. You're then gonna seek retirement. You're then gonna seek a pension, and then have to pay it out. They rather just fire you as you get old
and hire somebody else for less money.
And what's it called? That woman was not my favorite, but I was so disgusted and hurt by what they did. Like, and don't make me come up in here looking like,
like you told me you was the one that get fired.
And then you just left. Anyway.
I sure the fuck did, and that's
so
what a young bitch is gonna do.
Now it's just like, it's just so, it's just, I don't know. But that's one of the things that I like struggled with, like the pressures of like going back to school and getting more education and this, that, and the other, which I honestly don't feel like it's just a paper to validate you.
But it's just like,
but it's really not even of substance. It's just to say that, okay, yeah, I could do a project. I could like bullshit my way through like an essay or a paper, because at the end of the day, most of the stuff you really don't really use like that when it comes to the on-the-job experience. You get your experience by being on the job.
Right. But my whole thing is just like, damn it, I forgot.
So that was my thing, but I say that to say like, I actually am going to take a class, guys, this month.
About what?
Fuck yeah.
It's a class about more so like how to improve my life.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, if you go back to school, what is that really gonna do for you? You're just gonna end up working another job that doesn't fucking align with your soul. Like, so it's just like, okay, I'm gonna go spend more money to be miserable to maybe hopefully make an extra couple bucks to pay these niggas back.
Right. That's like what you're doing. Like you're taking out loans
or whatever
rat race. To to make more money, to use that more money to pay back that loan.
Mm-hmm. So you never end up
breaking even almost, and you break up even 10, 15 years later.
When you're almost about to die and shit.
Honestly.
Right. So it's a vicious cycle. So the class I'm taking is basically how to like live your soul's purpose.
How to catch a murderer.
No. How to live your soul's purpose and to truly manifest from within. So it's led by Michael Beckwith. If you haven't heard of him, he has it's called a quote unquote church, but it's an agape church. It's all spiritual. So you learn how to you learn basically the way of life. With religion aside. So I'm basically taking a class in order to because I feel like
what's wrong with this?
No matter if I go back to school or not, like if I haven't learned how to navigate life mentally, and what's the point?
Right, and if you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
So if I find that my sole purpose is to do something and go back to school, then fine, but I don't feel like
nobody's sole purpose besides the motherfucking book. If you ain't a book, bitch, you don't belong in school.
So this is the first time I've actually been excited to take a class.
See,
people be like, I'm excited to take this. I've never been excited to take a class, but this class I'm excited to take because it's about learning life lessons.
You're talking over me.
Well, let me finish my sentence and then butt in. So that's why you put a period.
Then you butt in.
And then you go. So go ahead.
It's okay. You don't tell me what to do, motherfucker. When I was in high school, I took this. First, they had they offered these little college classes at Fisher or whatever, to high school students. So I took a business class and that was cute or whatever. I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna be a sole proprietor. But also then after that, I took art 101 and that shit fed my soul, bitch. I loved it. I feel like if you're gonna go to school, it can't be for it can't be for the reason of, oh, I need to get a better job.
Or money.
Yeah, you need to go to school because you want to learn something, because there's something specific that you you have a burning fucking passion for motherfucking philosophy, you know, or whatever the fuck motherfuckers be getting their masters in. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
then you do that, right? You go to school for what you're passionate about, but then you finish and you don't make no money because like you said, it's probably something like art, something like that. Then are you gonna feel?
See, that's where I feel like I fucked up at. I fucking try to go to school and be a fucking hard ass, oh, I'm gonna go do business, blah blah blah. I fucking went to 2 schools. I fucking pretty much fucking fucked off so bad the first time. I ended up at a community college, and then not that there's anything wrong with that shit, but it was a step back. But and then that shit took me forever to fucking finish because it's just this shit's draining my soul. And then I'm I just want to work. I just want to get my money. That shit drained my fucking soul. Now looking back on it, I'm damn, maybe what if I would have went with my first passion or whatever, went to school for art or whatever, or something fashion design or graphic design, something like that or whatever. I feel I would be happier and career-wise than I am now, but and that's what I'm now I'm damn, I wish I would have you know what I mean, really just went with it, because I feel if you're passionate about something, you're gonna have that drive and you're gonna make your money. It might not be now, it might not be tomorrow, but it definitely is gonna be a couple days after that. You just have to put the work in. It's all about putting the work in, and I feel you can't put the work in where you ain't supposed to be working, you know, because that's just you fucking, you know what I'm saying? You pouring water down the drain.
So what I think you're saying.
That was a terrible analogy.
But this, class, and what it said is that once you start feeding your soul's purpose, all that other stuff comes in alignment. Mm-hmm. So it's saying like you feed your soul's purpose. This guy who took like the class or took like the person Michael Beckwith's advice, who was also in the video doing an interview with Michael Beckwith talking about the class. He said, once I step back and aligns myself with what my soul told me to do, the people that you needed to meet and the places that you needed to be just started aligning automatically. Mm-hmm. And I've been thinking during this time where I'm in like a tower moment where I'm looking, I'm like, what am I doing? Where do I go? Like, I'm at a point in my life where it's just like, I don't know what is next. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do next. I could enter into another job and it's just like, I'm going to enter back that vicious cycle. Which I'm almost there doing. I'm almost getting ready to do that. Yeah. Like, I literally am about to, if a job gives me the right amount of money, I'm about to go. So I'm going to enter that vicious cycle, and I just think that the universe has just worked it, and God has worked out to the point where somebody sent me this class to say like, okay, here's the answer, mm-hmm. or here's a solution to help, and say like, this is going to help you figure it out. I'm actually trying to make a really good point here, and of course, all the time. And so, like...
Don't start, continue. So,
I just feel like this...
feeding your soul's purpose.
That, plus I feel like this came into in the right moment, where it's a 35-day class, and it's going to... Basically, the ending of the class is going to be right at the beginning of 2020.
What's it called?
So it came right on time, and I honestly didn't have the money to take the class. Yeah. But I said
I bought the class for him, guys.
She did not. I basically said to myself, I have been in a place where it's like, I really want these shoes before I really want this, and just like, I need it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, happens. But so why not take this chance on something that's gonna change my life?
And say the same thing.
And do the same thing. Yeah. So I did it in a two payment installment. And I said, hey, here goes half. And here goes the other half. And yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on...
So when do you start?
I start Monday.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it.
Ready?
Yes. Do you have a notebook?
Right. It's all online.
Can I get you a notebook?
Yeah, I like to type my notes. Because I feel like I'm quicker when I type it.
I feel like it means more when I write it down.
Me too.
I do understand that, and I like to be able to draw things, like go in a circle, like make an arrow to this and stuff like that. But I feel like whereas I'm already on my computer with the class, it's easy for me to go click, click. And I'm quicker writing stuff than typing than I am writing.
You hear that?
So I think, I was thinking, guys, I'm going to maybe, I'm thinking I'm actually going to, what is it called when you...
Can you bootleg it for me?
When I'm going to journey with you guys. Like, I think I'm going to make a little separate videos.
So bootleg a journey.
I'm going to start making little side videos and tell y'all how I'm doing so far.
Like when
you get a grade for it and stuff, and you get a grade at the end?
I don't think so.
Like in the reality TV shows when they're not getting filmed anymore, they give them the little camera.
Yeah.
Make videos like that. Like, hey, so we just crossed the border and like that.
Yeah.
So basically, you want him to film the course for you so you can take it.
Yeah.
So that's what my life pressure is. Let's go to someone else's. So, Andress, one of the life pressures.
Well,
do you feel?
Well, I used to feel like pressure when I was in my 20s to live a certain way, to be a certain way by the time I was a certain age. Like, by the time I'm 30, I need to do this, I need to do that. I need to have this job, I need to have a house, I need to be married, I need to have kids by the time I'm 30-something. Mm-hmm. And I felt like society pressured me to feel that way and thinking that way because that's all kind of like you said, going to school and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. People pressure you to go to school. What are you gonna be when you grow up? What are you gonna do with your life? Where are you gonna go to school? What are you gonna do?
Cocksucker.
And so people kept asking. kept asking that. Kept asking that. I kind of felt pressure to like be this kind of person, to go to school for this, even though like
go to school for that.
Right, just because they said it, and like I felt like I had to do something because it's like because it's cute and that's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to have a kid. You're supposed to be married. You're supposed to like have this house. But like slowly as I got older and like now I'm starting to realize like it's not about what people say about like what I'm supposed to do, but it's what about makes me happy. You know what I mean? And so like I've made mistakes because of people said like what they think I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do in life, whatever. I've made mistakes and now I'm like kind of dealing with those mistakes. I wouldn't say it was a mistake. I kind of say like it's kind of a learning experience. I wouldn't say it was a mistake, but now I'm kind of like, okay, I need to live my own truth and be happy with myself because I'm seeing shit that's going on to this world. People are like dying. Friends back home are like dying. They're 24 years old, 30 years old, just dying. And to me, it's like, I'm not going to live my life in this bubble where people are saying you should be this way because that's what society is saying you should be. Or do I live my life for myself and be happy with what I want and make my decisions based on what I want to be happy about. So that's what I'm trying to do in my life right now. Just like decide what I want to do to be happy and make the decision to be happy, regardless of what people think about me or say about me. And that's hard. It is hard. But it's worth it at the end. I feel like it's going to be worth it.
What do you think is one of the things that you feel like, not a mistake, but like a life lesson that you felt like you had to do that you feel like I wish, or like, not I wish I didn't, but like this is something that like,
I got pressure to do.
Yeah, I got pressure to do this.
Get married. Because I felt like I had to do it because I was 29 or 28, about to be 30. I'm like, damn, I'm 30 years old. I'm not married. I don't, like, what's my life worth? Like, what is my life going to be like if I'm not married? So, like, that kind of was a pressure for me to get married. And people kept asking, when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? So I kind of felt like it was kind of something I had to do. You know what I mean? Just because it was like, it would look nice if I had, like, I'm married. Like, I was married. I had a nice house. I had 2.5 kids. You know, that whole little stereotype of what you're supposed to be like. So that's one of the things that I did that I felt like I could have like waited on doing.
So when you picture yourself like undoing that, I don't want to call it a mistake. When you picture yourself undoing that lesson and saying like this wasn't the way that I honestly, truly wanted to go. This wasn't the path that I truly wanted to take. Who do you see saying to you that? Saying like, oh, you failed, or looking at you sideways? Who do you see when you undoing that, not diverging from that path? Who do you see looking at you sideways in your head?
Close friends and family, like people who I feel like don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, in my head, they're judging me.
Can.
Right, because they're still my family. That's why I still kind of care what they think about me.
But is it like your... So the reason why I ask you that is because when I see myself either quote unquote failing, which is like if I don't have this certain job, if I don't have this certain car, if I don't have this certain amount of money, if I'm not living this certain lifestyle, I see when I look at it as like myself failing and not having that, I'm caring, so to say, or thinking about people in my mind that really, honestly, don't even matter at the end of the day. They may be a family member. They may even be like, a distant friend on Instagram or something. But it's somebody who I really don't care, because people that really do know me, the people that really matter to me, they're gonna say yeah. So I'm realizing that I'm caring about what someone who doesn't matter at the end of the day thinks of me.
Yeah, but like, why is that? Why do we care so much about what they think if like they don't matter?
I think a lot
I'm
of
moving away from it.
I think, no, but I don't think it just comes from nowhere, like, oh, we're just making it up. It comes from slick comments. It comes from people boasting about certain shit. It comes from, oh, you don't have, like, oh, you don't got the, oh, you and, what about you? Like, it comes from somewhere. And, like, I feel like, especially, like, nowadays, like, with social media, like, you care a lot what people think. Because people are, like, even if you're not posting, other people are posting, and you're constantly seeing what everybody's up to or allegedly up to. So it's only natural to be, like, triggered in a sense where you're like, oh, well, am I doing this? Am I doing that? I need to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's only, like, at this point, it's fucking natural or whatever. It's a fucking, it's a normal-ass thought or whatever. So.
I'm starting to be very cognizant and make sure that I'm not coming off that way when I do post on social media.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that I'm not coming off as
like a fucking toxic fake fuck.
Or a boaster.
Yeah.
Or someone that's pretending like, oh, I'm getting to the bag. Everything. I'm getting to the bag. That's this new thing. Like, I'm getting to the bag. Nah, nigga, the bag ain't fucking fulfilling your soul. Okay. The bag ain't fucking going to be there at the end of the motherfucking day. Like, when you're at the final stage in your life, if all you got was the bag and you ain't fucking did nothing worthwhile, if you haven't fucking made a difference in somebody's life, like, if all you can sit there at the end of the day is when you're gone, somebody is fucking worried about what you left them, that your bag is the bag that you left, then you ain't fucking do shit in life. At the end of the day, that's what I'm learning. What it is like what you left with people, how you made them feel, what you taught them, that's never going to leave them.
Right.
So, or never going to leave this earth.
And like, there's another thing too, like, I don't want to live my life with regrets. If I was to die tomorrow and say like, all right, today's my last day, am I going to be okay with, like, things that I've done and say, okay, damn, I did good. You know what I mean? Like, am I going to be okay with that and be happy with that? And be like, fuck, I should have did this, so I need to do this, or whatever. So that's another reason why, too, I just feel like I want to be happy. I want to feel happiness, like, genuinely be happy and not just, like, live my life from day to day, just going on whatever. And that's all I've been searching for is, like, that happiness.
Yeah.
And it's also a thing to like, because when you're saying this, I'm also thinking about like, okay, my best friend wants to be happy. And I'm like, this bitch is probably thinking be happy is me being in Jamaica. And my selfish ass initially is like, nah, bitch, that ain't where you're going to be happy at because that's fucking hundreds of dollar plane ride for me to get to your ass. But in the end of the day, I'm growing and I realize like, some people, like some people would have to try to deter you from doing that. But in my head, I'm like, I realized I'm kind of growing.
That's ghetto, and I think
I'm kind of. Let me just finish. I'm kind of growing because I'm saying, nah, bitch. If you want to be in Jamaica, I'm going to be like, okay, be in Jamaica, even though I don't want you to be in Jamaica.
That's why we really have to pay attention to why we feel the way we feel. Because if you, like, say, like, you're like, no, D, you know, it's really dangerous, and I don't know why I just called you D like that, too. Like, I was like, oh, you never called me that. I was speaking as KO. If he's like, oh, you know, you don't want to go there, blah, blah, like, all these negative things, like, you know, like, you really, and then you start believing it. Like, you really have to know where things are coming from. Because he could be smiling, I'm not trying to, like, be funny or nothing, but, like, he could be somebody that's smiling in your face, like, oh, no, you don't really want to do it. Like, you know what I mean? And making you really think that, but all the while, he just wants to hang out. Like, you have to, like, realize, like, where people's, what their intentions are.
Because this bitch better not get pregnant, because that's my drinking partner. And if she gets pregnant, we're going to have a problem. I told her for 9 months we ain't talking. We're not talking because, no, but I'll have to get to that road and get over it when it comes.
For me, I feel like the pressure that I face is like playing it safe in my eyes. I feel like I've always been taught to get the good job or like, you know what I mean, get the regular job with the little fucking the benefits and the this and the that, blah blah blah. Like, and every day that I go to my job, I feel like it's crushing my fucking soul. And I regret like not taking more creative risks or not pursuing like the creative things that could make me money like full time or like going as hard in them as I could because like I'm afraid it won't work out financially.
You're scared basically. And,
yeah, like
fear's killing it.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know. I'm real like, you know, lately I've been thinking like, damn nigga, if I die tomorrow, like I'd be salted. Like, bitch, you didn't even do nothing. Like, and like a lot of people look at me like, oh, you do this, you do that, you do this, like, but like I always feel like it's not enough because I'm not really living my true self. Like I'm not living my true truth. You know.
So what can you do to like live your true truth and like not because that negative?
I don't even know. I don't know.
So that's one of the questions that I'm
because I feel like
with.
if I jump off the motherfucking porch, like, am I just like, is my whole life gonna go to shit? But that's when your whole life really fucking turns up, to be honest. Like when you really just say, when you really just say fuck it. But I don't know what I'm scared.
That's what I'm struggling with, which is why I'm taking this class, is to help me figure out like how do you how do I say it? You're talking about like how do you take that risk or what like I'm trying to figure that out because I don't know what my next risk is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think right now I'm at a point where it's like I did mostly all my bucket list, like not bucket list, but the things that I felt like was gonna make me successful.
And you haven't gotten to where you feel like you need to.
Yeah, and I did those things so far. Like I got the good job, I got the good pay, I got the house, I got the nice car. But now where am I at now?
Yeah,
you still want more because it's not feeding your soul.
So that's also what the class said, is that this is what people are having a problem with, is that they have all the money and that's why they're still not happy. Because then the race just becomes getting more money. Mm-hmm. Getting more money, getting more things.
More stuff.
Because that's what your race becomes. Mm-hmm. That's what your goal becomes, because you're not necessarily feeding what is going to actually satisfy you. This stuff isn't satisfying you. It's just like, it's like, that's why you want to be like, you better eat some real food instead of eating all these snacks.
Right.
Eating all this junk food ain't gonna make you full. Ain't gonna make you full. You get what I'm saying? And right now I've been eating a whole bunch of junk food and I'm not full. But you know the weird way God and the universe works is that I'm not even being given junk food right now. It's not even available to me. It's like basically all the bodegas in my life, all the corner stores are gone, nigga. Like I couldn't even have junk food if I wanted it because it's not available. The universe is not making it available to me.
Because that's not what you're supposed to be doing.
So now it's like, okay, so if it's not available to me, help me out. Give me something
else. Yeah.
Like, where am I supposed to go? And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
You go into yourself.
That's what I'm trying to figure it out. And it's like, it's a little scary because I think like, I'm almost thinking like, so, like, I will admit right now, I'm struggling. I'm trying to figure it out. So, here we go.
Me too.
Here we go. I'm trying to put it all in this class, but I'm just hoping that it just opens my eyes to something.
But honestly, you already know what you have to do. You already know what you have to do. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm not gonna say I don't know what to do. I think I know fundamentally what I'm supposed to do, but I don't know what.
How to get it?
Yes, like I need some like.
You need to take this class.
Yes, so it's just like one thing at a time.
But you don't know what exactly this class is going to teach you.
Right, I don't know what it's going to unlock for me. I need something to be unlocked. I want it to unlock, because if it's something could be there, but I need it to like, you don't know the idea, you don't know the route until it like comes within you.
So you're just saying you need that one good old
Sunday
spark.
I need that spark.
Yeah.
I need something that spark to like.
Got a light to go off.
Yes.
Like, oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's be like the light goes off and then the path is right there. And it's like, okay, that's where I'm starting to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But they say everyone has a journey, and like your journey, like there's no mistakes in life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be what you're supposed to be doing at this point in your life.
Right.
And there was this one other thing that just in that 1 hour class, like seminar thing that they showed you in order to take the class, it said like, there was like, are you in this, there's like 4 phases, and I knew the first 2 was like victim phase, and the second one was manifestation phase. The third one was true manifestation, and the fourth one was like this crazy ass stage where you want to be. So the first stage is like victim is like, damn yo, life, like why the fuck this happening to me? Like why the fuck is life always, giving me these fucking, blows and these like why is this happening to me? Like I'm a victim of life. And it's like, then there's the second phase where you're beyond that and you're like, I'm manifesting things into my life.
Yeah.
You think that's the fucking like, I thought that was the stage of all stages.
Like I'm here, bitch, get my shit.
No, but it's not. It's like true manifestation. Manifesting not what you want, the end product, which could be like, you know, to have a successful life with money and this, that, and other. But what true manifestation is really like asking for the soul's purpose, and then all that other stuff comes afterwards. So they said like which stage you're at, and I said stage 2 because I thought I was at manifestation. It was like, now subtract that by 1 because you always think that you're higher than you are.
So you're a victim.
I'm in between. I feel like honestly I'm in between victim and manifestation. So I'm at a 1.5.
Yeah, because you did say, what did you say? Nothing's available to me. There's things that are available to you.
What do you mean nothing's available?
You said that.
But
you said the junk food's not available.
Even if you wanted it, it's not available right now.
Well,
so you're still looking to it though.
Yeah, I was saying like.
No, I'm just saying.
It took it out of my even grasp to even have it. Like honestly, like I went for a job that was I'm not gonna call it beneath me, but it was. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's beneath me because I went for it because I needed some extra change, but it was something that I would have took years ago, like when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, and the universe said, they told me no, bitch. So when so when I say like it's not even like I can't even get like something I feel like I should be able to get like this. Like I can't even afford. If we're talking about snacks, I can't even afford a fucking Debbie Lee cake. I can't even get one of those, bitch. The lowest of the lowest snacks. So that's what I meant by it's not available. So I'm like, yeah. So they said you're basically kind of at victim stage, and they said it's not linear. They said you could feel like you're at one stage of like, you're higher in like, let's say the realm of education. But then you're also in victim stage when it comes to relationships. So it's not linear.
I see
you
that.
can be at different stages with different things.
And that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, so I'm excited. So that's where...
Can you bootleg it? Because I want to take the class too, but I'm not paying for it.
Okay, girl. I'll try. I don't know how the classes works out like that. But
but I'm not paying for it.
So, so I hope y'all enjoyed that. Yeah, so, you know, when we post it, let us know, like, the pressures that you feel as far as, like, society makes it, the pressures of society in your life and, like, where it lies. If it lies in relationships, finances, jobs and career, you know, that type of pressure. And are you following your dream?
Right.
Not even like your dream. You don't even know what your dream is. Let's call it a soul purpose because sometimes your dreams aren't necessarily what
you think they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's getting real ghetto in here.
Yeah.
Getting real truthy.
So we will see y'all next week. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Have a great week. Make some sales.
Make some sales. Don't get caught.
Right.
Honestly, I'm gonna go put Rose and Bella to bed.
Bye, y'all.
Spelling bee challenge.
Detergent.
Detergent.
Spell deodorant.